Well, that's it for the wild card games of the NFL. It was really not a great weekend of football, but at least we got Saturday night NFL football, which I do love. You had the Tennessee Titans coming up with the upset, and pretty much everyone else staying status quo. I mean, I thought the Rams would win, but Atlanta won. They really showed their experience and really showed that Sean McVay needs some experience before he really is ridiculously successful. I think next year the Rams should hope to win 1 to 2 games in the playoffs next year, which I think they can definitely do. All right, so on to my division round pick. Let's start off with the first Saturday game. It is the Falcons versus the Eagles, and this is probably the best game of the week, in my opinion. It's going to be an awesome game to watch. You got Nick Foles, who doesn't have much playoff experience, if at all, and then you got Matt Ryan, who has a lot of playoff experience, knows what it's like to lose when being up by, 25 points, 24 points? He has all the experience you need in the playoffs. This is a really hard game to pick. You got a lot of weapons like Julio Jones, like Devontae Freeman, like Tevin Coleman, like Sanu. I don't think the Eagles are going to be able to stop them. It's going to be a shootout. Nick Foles is going to have to play like he did his first few years when he was with the Eagles that one year that he had an amazing season. It's going to be really hard to beat the Eagles in Philadelphia, but I'm going to pick the Falcons to win this game. They have the experience. And right now, the spread is the Eagles -3. You take the Falcons +3 because they just have too many weapons on offense. And if the Eagles had Carson Wentz, I'd pick the Eagles, but they do not. The Falcons are very lucky, and they're going to go against a depleted Eagles team with a quarterback that, in my opinion, is actually a pretty good backup, but he isn't the guy that's going to bring them to the NFC Championship game. And I'm going to take the Falcons to win because of Matty Ice being awesome in the playoffs and just showing that he is a top-tier level quarterback. The second game I'm going to go over is the Patriots at home versus the Titans. Obviously, I think the Patriots are going to win. No one can guard Rob Gronkowski on the Titans. And the Titans really don't have a built team to beat the Patriots. The teams that beat the Patriots are really good run games, which I know Marcus Mariota and Derrick Henry are good, but the Patriots are really good at keeping guys in the pocket. And you need a play-action fake game, which, to be honest, the Titans do not have enough weapons and a good enough offensive line to do that, to keep the Patriots defense from stacking 8 to 9 in the box. And you need a good defense, and the Titans don't have that. So I'm going to take the Patriots to win this game. I am going to say it's closer than expected, though. I'm going to say it's Titans +13, but New England wins straight up. I say they win by 7 points. The Titans will put up a fight. Patriots will go out to an early lead by 14, 20 points. The Titans will come back, but the Patriots will put it away, and it will be too much for the Titans to come back from. So I have the Patriots winning, but you take the Titans +13. And now let's go to Sunday. You got the Jaguars going to the Steelers. As a Jets fan, in my opinion, the team with the best possible chance to beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship game is the Jaguars. The reason being the Jaguars have a great defense, they have a great run game, and that's what you need to beat the Patriots. That's how the Giants beat them in the Super Bowl twice. They didn't have a great passing game. They had a good running game in the playoffs, and they had a great defense which could go up the A-gap and really hit Tom Brady hard. Now, I know the Steelers are a better team than the Jaguars. I know that, and I understand that. I know the Jaguars beat them this year by a lot, but the Steelers are a better team. Problem is, I think the Jaguars match up really well versus the Steelers, and I think the Jaguars are going to win this game. I'm taking the upset. Right now, the Steelers are favored by 7 points. You definitely take the Jaguars +7 because I think that they're just going to run the ball down the throat, make sure that Ben Roethlisberger has the ball as little time as possible, and Leonard Fournette's going to have a huge game, but I think the Jaguars are going to be able to keep Antonio Brown in check and really hit Ben Roethlisberger hard because he really can't move as well as he did before. And the Jaguars are going to win this game by 2 points. It's going to be 24-22. Jaguars win this game because of Leonard Fournette and that defense. The Steelers are not going to be able to handle the Jaguars defense, and Ben Roethlisberger is going to throw 2 to 3 interceptions. Remember when I told you that the Eagles versus the Falcons was the best game this week? I was wrong, and I admit it. I'm making this video, and I was wrong. The Vikings versus Saints is by far the best game this week. I am so excited to watch that game. It's an awesome game. It is at 4:40, which sucks. I wish it was at night, but whatever. That's fine with me. I will sit down on the couch at my father's place and watch the game and enjoy it, because this is going to be an awesome game to watch. I tell everyone, tell your friends to watch this game because it's going to be an awesome football game. It's at Minnesota. You got the gunslinger and Drew Brees versus the I have no idea who this Case Keenum is because he hasn't been like this since the beginning of his career. You got a lot of weapons on both sides. You got Michael Thomas, who's probably a top 10 wide receiver in the league. You got Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen on the other side, who's one of the best duo wide receivers in the league. You got a really good defense in the Minnesota Vikings. This is a really hard game to pick. If the Saints score 24 points or less, they're going to lose this game. The Saints are not going to hold the Vikings and Case Keenum to under 24 points. If they score more than 24 points, I think that the Saints win. So I'm going to say, since it's in Minnesota, since it's going to be cold, and it's going to be a lot of runs, and a lot of running game, and a lot of short passes, which I know the Saints are good at, but the Vikings are good at defending that, I am going to say the Vikings win this game 30-24. You take the Vikings -5, which, by the way, I wouldn't bet on this game because this game is impossible to call. And I believe, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, I believe in Case Keenum. He has shown me this year that with a good system, with a guy that is offensive coordinator that calls the right plays for him, that does a good amount of play-action fakes, runs the ball a lot, does good short slants, does good fly routes, that Case Keenum could be a pretty decent quarterback. So, and he's been much better than decent this year. So I'm taking the Vikings, taking them to -5 points. And that's it. That is my divisional round video. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe below, comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend.